Hi. I'm thinking that you showed up here today because you are having a struggle with your relationship with food, and you may be feeling just frustrated and alone and just tired of going from diet to diet and wishing you could eat like a normal person, but you just find that diets fail you. Whatever it is you're going through, if you've just finished an all-out binge and you're feeling, miserable both physically and emotionally, I'm glad that you showed up here. And no matter what it is that you're going through right now, I just want you to know I welcome you with open arms. Just to give you a little bit of a background of why I'm even qualified to be speaking to you about this, for 45 years, I was controlled by and obsessed with food. And I really felt like my life revolved around food. It was almost like I was having an affair with food. I would hide and eat in private because I didn't want other people to know how much I really ate. And it was just a miserable, miserable situation. I kept thinking that the only way out was to find another diet, and hopefully I'd be able to stick to that diet and get to my goal weight and possibly even keep it off for good. But no matter what I was doing or what I was thinking, nothing gave me freedom from food addiction over those 45 years. And I always promised myself if I could ever figure my own way out of that crazy lifestyle, that I would devote the rest of my life to helping other people so that they wouldn't have to struggle either. And in 2010, I finally did figure out what I had been doing wrong all along. And that's what I want to share with you today, is that I basically figured out the main problem that makes us fall into the trap of food addiction and binge eating is that dieting leads to deprivation, and deprivation leads to binging. So I'm going to say that again. Dieting leads to deprivation, and deprivation leads to binging. So what happens is we find a diet that we want to stick with, and we think that this is going to be the answer for us. And the problem is that the willpower can only last so long. We get to the point where we're so tired of being deprived of our favorite foods that we can't stand it anymore, and we cave in and give into our cravings and our impulses, and then that just leads us back to the next binge, and the cycle continues. So you may be asking yourself, if dieting is not the answer, then what is? And I want to share with you what I found to be the key that unlocked for me freedom from food addiction and gave me the life of a peaceful eater, where I eat what I want. I don't feel like a slave to food, but instead I enjoy it. And what I found to be the case is that learning how to eat your favorite foods in moderation is the key to freedom from food addiction and binge eating. And you're probably thinking right now, oh, no, 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 you don't understand. I can't eat anything in moderation. I can't eat 2 cookies because I would eat the whole bag. Or, I'm better off staying away from my trigger foods because they're too hot to handle. I can't get near them, and because I can't control myself. And you know what? I completely understand how you feel, because that is exactly what kept me in the dieting binge cycle for those 45 years, is I didn't know how to eat anything in moderation. And so I would go from the, dieting, and as I described before, as soon as I couldn't stand being deprived anymore, I would be eating everything in sight. So my weight would be going up and down, 40, 50 pounds every few months, because I just couldn't stick to something that was sustainable. But once I learned how to eat whatever I want in moderation, and yes, that would mean 2 cookies or 10 potato chips or whatever it is, I found that not only was it doable, but as my clients like to say, it's so much fun and it's really easy. So I'm happy that you're here today. What I'd like to do, if you're interested, is for you to set up a time. If what you're hearing resonates with you, I'd love to have a conversation with you. As a food addiction therapist, what I do is I listen to someone's situation, and we figure out where they need help and what would work best for them. And so if this resonates with you, I would love for you to set up a time. We'll chat. There's no judgments. I just want to hear what you're going through, what your struggles are, what your needs are, and then we could see if working together possibly could benefit you, or maybe there is another resource that I can share with you. But whatever it is, I'm happy that you're here, and I would love to have a chat with you. Okay, nice to speak with you.